The program you are about to see contains extremely dangerous shooting exhibitions. This program reports the achievements of highly skilled professional exhibition shooters. Do not attempt to duplicate these events.
On this edition of Impossible Shots, long distance shooting. It's among the biggest crowd pleasers we've got.
Oh my God.
And from Bob Munden's 600-yarder to Jerry Michelik's upside-down snubby, we're counting down the best of the best. And Cisko Kid is trying to join that list. Fast draw from 100 yards.
I'm pretty confident it's going to happen.
It is truly an all-time impossible shot. It's next.
In the tradition of the great exhibition shooters and showmen from the past, today's expert marksmen challenge themselves in speed and accuracy. What they do with pistol, rifle, longbow, and shotgun deserves the title. These are the Impossible Shots.
Impossible Shots coming to you from beautiful Southern California. You know, one of the most talked about shots we've ever had in Impossible Shots history was the time Cisko Kid did fast draw from 50 yards. Well, let's just say records, of course, are made to be broken, and there is no better place to do it than right here. It was one of the best long-range shots we've ever seen. Cisko Kid, fast draw, from the hip at 50 yards.
32/100 of a second. Ooh, that was good.
Cisko, one of the most talked about shots you've ever done on Impossible Shots. Long-range fast draw, 50 yards. You did it last time we were here.
Yeah, from the hip, that was a pretty good shot. Knew I could do it though.
This time, he'll try to top it. You did 50 last year.
Yeah, that was pretty easy.
Yeah, that was pretty easy, he says. And we're gonna try to warm up this year from 75. That's a warm-up shot,
Yeah, 75 would be a warm-up shot.
and the goal is 100 yards.
Yep.
100 yards faster. You seem so calm and nonchalant about it. Like it's
Well,
gonna be nothing.
It's kind of one of those deals where if you think about it, my theory is if I can see the target, I can hit it.
The last time Impossible Shots visited Southern California, Cisko Kid gave us a mind-boggler. 50 yards, fast draw, from the hip.
Ooh, that was good.
This time, he's pushing it to 100. But before he does, he'll try a warm-up shot on steel from 75 yards. Yeah, a warm-up that's 25 yards farther than his impossible shot from last time.
Here we go.
Yeah.
There you go. I didn't think it was going to be that hard at 75, but 100 is going to be a whole different story.
50 yards was the impossible shot last year. You just did 75 like it was, I mean, what it was to you, a warm-up shot. Pretty impressive.
Took a run at it, felt real good. You can see the target pretty close from 75 yards.
We're gonna back this thing up now, 25 more yards, you're telling me?
Yep, to 100.
100 yards. We're gonna put you on the timer this time, too.
Yep. It'll be a little bit more valid, I think, if I can do it in somewhere under a second. I mean, geez, I've got to draw and fire the gun from the holster at 100 yards and hit that target.
Cisko Kid is ready to rip. Fast draw from the hip at steel 100 yards away. Simply an impossible to believe distance. And to make it even harder on himself, Cisko's putting himself on the timer.
We're going to use the standard fast draw timer. You're going to hold the button down. When you say stand by ready, release the button, the timer will take over and give me a random light, so I have no idea when it's on. One of the things that makes it so difficult is that the target is out in front of me at 100, but the light's going to be here. Obviously, I couldn't see a 40-watt light bulb at 100 yards. So I've got sort of almost a disillusioning effect here because I'm looking for the light, but I'm trying to shoot at the 100-yard target. But I'll make it work. Anywhere under a second would be good. I mean, even 75 hundredths of a second, bang, that's about 75 hundredths of a second right there. Anywhere close to that, I'll be real happy.
We'll be real happy too.
Let's go.
Stand by. Ready. Stand by. Ready. You're all over this. You've hit everything all around that target except for the target itself.
A little high, a little low. I'm just trying to find my way, and sometimes you overcomp. It's easy to overcomp at 100 yards because this much here is that much over there. So I'm trying to just kind of ease myself into it and drop one in.
And there is no question now that that is going to happen.
I'm pretty confident it's going to happen. Skipped it.
And there it is, sort of. If Cisko had called that shot and said he was planning to hit the steel by bouncing the bullet off the ground, we'd be onto something. But he didn't. It looked like you had it there. We all thought you had it until you kind of stood back and said, guys, I saw it skip off the ground.
I'm pretty sure I saw dirt kick up. I mean, you can check the camera, but that's one I can't take.
So Cisko Kid is 100 yards away from his target. He's doing fast draw and shooting from the hip, and he's on the timer.
Anywhere under a second would be good. I mean, even 75 hundredths of a second, bang, that's about 75 hundredths of a second right there. Anywhere close to that, I'll be real happy.
So far, he's come close, even bouncing one off the dirt and onto the target.
I'm gonna back off just a little bit because I think I'm running them too fast, not giving that bullet a chance to get there before I'm clear and level and on target.
So that was a little quick. Slow it down just a little bit and you think that might be it.
Well, yeah, I mean, at close range, I can draw and almost shoot down at it from here. You can tell that gun from here, that's a level shot. But at 100 yards, that's 25, 30 yards out in front of me. So I've got to do the same draw and get everything lined up, but I've got to almost arc it in a little bit. So it takes a couple rounds just to get a feel for it, but I'll get one on there.
And today, Cisko Kid is trying to prove something else is possible. Fast draw from the hip from 100 yards. He's come close and thinks all he has to do is slow down just a bit. He's on the timer, and his goal is 3/4 of a second. It's Cisko's opportunity at immortality.
Let's go for immortal. I like immortal.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Stand by. Ready.
There you go.
His goal was 3/4 of a second. He did it in .586. And get this, after walking it off, Cisko admits the shot wasn't 100 yards after all. He counted 101.
Not bad.
There was the first shot from 75.
Yep.
There was the one that skipped in there. You can even see where 2 pieces of frag hit it right there. And the last shot, of course, you hit almost dead center.
58.6 hundredths of a second from 101 yards with a 38 bullet. I was hoping for a little bit faster, but had to slow down and...
You just hit a target, fast draw, from 100 yards, and you're still not happy. An official Impossible Shots world record has just officially been set right here on Impossible Shots with Cisko Kid, the master gunfighter. That is an impossible shot.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm pretty happy.
You're knuckled up.
There you go.